Am I wearing a space helmet, or is this the lid to my frying pan? It's quite an interesting lid because it's got different rings inside here, so it'll actually fit on several different size pans. And the reason I wanted to make a video about my frying pan is because I learned something from this frying pan. Now, it's not particularly new because I got it about 3 months ago. But the frying pan I had before that, I'd been using for probably 11 or 12 years, and it had warped and twisted from being heated and cooled so many times over the course of that decade plus service to me. And it was, so twisted when it was cool that you couldn't put the lid on. The lid wouldn't fit in. It wasn't circular at all, and it wouldn't lie flat. It was bowed and twisted. And when it heated up, it flattened out again, and the lid would fit on fairly snugly. But I don't think frying pans are supposed to get to that state. The kind of Teflon coating or whatever inside, the non-stick coating, was pretty much gone. And yeah, I just kept using it. Kept using this inadequate frying pan for a really long time because it was good enough. It cooked my food. But one day, I guess, yeah, in autumn, I was adjusting the position of my frying pan on my gas range, and the handle just came off. The handle came off. The handle melted off. The stainless steel handle had actually just said, "I give up. You use me too much. I can't support this frying pan anymore," and came off my hand. And it was quite interesting to finish cooking my meal and dealing with that frying pan without a handle, but I decided, yeah, time to get a new frying pan. You need a handle. So I went and I just walked down to the nearest department store, went in there, looked for some frying pans. I picked this one. I thought it was about the same size, but actually it's bigger. And yeah, pretty much too big for what I need. I live alone. I'm not cooking for more than myself, but I got it, and I made something the next day, and I thought, wow, this cooked faster. It cooked more evenly. It tastes better. This is how it's supposed to be. This is what it's supposed to taste like, how the cooking experience is supposed to be. And I'd forgotten what normal was because I'd been using this weird, twisted, distorted parody of a frying pan for such a long time. And yeah, it stuck with me for a while. I thought, why did I keep using that frying pan for so long? Why didn't I get a new frying pan? And I realized it wasn't really doing its job well. But it was good enough, and I just settled for it. And getting this frying pan down here, it's not in camera anymore, it's down there, but getting this frying pan kind of reset normal for me, and I understand this is normal. This is what I should be shooting for. It's such a simple thing, but I think yeah, maybe people sometimes settle and they just get used to a version of normal, which might be fine, but there might be a better normal or a more typical normal. I don't know if that makes any sense. But in any case, it made me think about a few other things. What do I have around my apartment that I use every day that it's good enough, but it's not really doing what it's supposed to do? And other things just in my life in general. Am I living in a version of normal that I've just decided to accept and settle for? Or is there a normal that is attainable that I should be looking at? And I should kind of reevaluate my own concept of normality. So that's my lesson from a frying pan. Thought I'd share that. And tomorrow is the last day of my winter holiday. It's now, what is it, January 4th, 2015. And I never shave on my days off, so I'm going to have to shave pretty soon. You can't really tell on this camera, but I don't have a lot of white hair or gray hair because it's all in here, and I'm not going to get too close. But when I move up to the mirror and take a look at it, it's really, 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 yeah. If I grew a beard out, I'd probably look 10 years older, I'm sure. I still got a baby face though, chubby. Anyway, that's my lesson from a frying pan. And yeah, I have to reevaluate what normal means and maybe come up with a better version of normal for myself. Anyway, that's it. Talk to you again.